Sometimes in video games we can find references to other video games. Take Cyberpunk 2077 for example, as within the Eastern Wastelands is the region of Red Peaks, home of a train line and a train tunnel, and two lifeless souls resting beside a motorbike, who just happen to be JC and Little Smoke, or in other words, Carl Johnson and Big Smoke from GTA San Andreas, and a scene that references the mission Wrong Side of the Tracks, where many of us had trouble dealing with the Vargos riding the train, and many of us ended up failing the mission for various reasons, including being hit by an oncoming train, to which Big Smoke will crucify you with this famous quote.
All we had to do was follow the damn train, CJ.
But sometimes video game references can bring back some very nostalgic and sad moments, as back in the 90s and the early 2000s, titles like Metal Gear Solid, Siphon Filter and Splinter Cell dominated the stealth action adventure genre, and sometimes these games would even reference one another.
It's not like someone else couldn't handle a stealth mission.
Don't say that. This is the genre we turned over every leaf in.
Why don't you make Sam or Gabe do the job?
And in 2018 and many years later, Ubisoft brought back Sam Fisher for a mission in Ghost Recon Wildlands, and it's at the end of the operation that Sam suddenly has the realization that now he is the last of his kind.
Linda, how you doing? You're looking good, real good.
It's Karen today. You look like you've clocked some miles since we last spoke.
Yeah, a few. I've heard they don't make them like me anymore. There was this other guy, though. Army infiltration. He wore a bandana or something.
I heard he finally retired.
Really?
Yep.
It's only me.
Sam,
Yeah,
you got it.
I do.
Then in early 2013, Criterion Games ported Need for Speed Most Wanted U. This high-octane, burnout-type experience was actually pretty fun for the Wii U, and Criterion even took the trouble to hide 3 secret warp pipes around the open-world map, all of which sent us into underground car parks decorated in Super Mario and Donkey Kong themes. Game designers lurk on the wall, plus they hid 3 special cars to drive, including an aerial Atom decorated in Mario colours, a pink Caterham for Princess Peach, and a vibrant green BAC Mono for Yoshi. Then at the beginning of Dying Light 2, you can find 2 really cool references to Techland's Dead Island, as once Aiden and Spike reach the party house, you should investigate the record player.
Hoodoo you voodoo. Sounds familiar.
Got the thing that go bump in the night. Whoa! Voodoo, you voodoo, bitch!
And when Spike points you in the direction of the antenna on top of the hill to help Aiden contact the informer, it's during the journey up there that you should look across the lakes, as you'll see part of the Dead Island logo.
Oh yeah!
Then at a change of pace, here's Luigi's Mansion 3, as once you reach the hotel and are standing in the lobby, if you wander over to Mario, who is admiring all the amazing looking cakes, then you will start to hear the Super Mario Brothers theme tune.
Yum! Yum!
Next up is one of my favourite Nintendo Switch titles, Breath of the Wild, which has some really fantastic references to previous Zelda titles, but one of the best is located to the northeast of Hyrule Field, as there lays the ruins of Lon Lon Ranch from Ocarina of Time. Where once Talon, Malon, Ingo and Epona once lived here. Sadly now this place is a shell of its former self, but still possesses the entrances. Part of the tower that stood in the corner, and the track that circled the field. In Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, there are all sorts of references to discover, including nods to Zelda, Donkey Kong Country's original music to find, and Samus Aran's gunship nestled in amongst the treetops at the beginning of Busted Bayou. But it wasn't until the 2nd of August 2018, and some 4 years after the game's release, that Shane over on Twitter discovered a Metroid lurking within the level of a Miss Abyss, which required you to reach the first checkpoint, swim through this gate and pass through the tunnel until you reached the end, where you should head back down the tunnel, passing through the deadly plants, into which you could discover a sneakily hidden Metroid.